Hello, welcome back to another software developer profile review. My name's David. I am a software developer with over 20 years of experience. I've also run recruitment teams. I want to show you all the mistakes that developers make and why you might be being overlooked or rejected whenever you apply for a job. The reviews can be a little harsh, but I want them to be honest and realistic, to give you something real to go away with, something to work on. Sometimes I find great profiles, but quite often I'll find very similar mistakes. So without further ado, let's get on with it. So today we're looking at Gowri. I apologise for names. Gowri, who described himself as a full stack, it was Pern stack if I remember, developer. So yeah, let's pretend we've got a job open. I'm looking for a Pern stack developer. Is Gowri the right person for the job? Banner image does nothing to help me. It's pretty, but it doesn't really help me. Why not utilise that space? Software engineer at Avasoft, full stack, great. JavaScript, I'm getting excited. TypeScript, yeah. React, Node, Express. Oh, this is looking good. Okay, so I like the headline. And then after that, I'm coming down to here. We learn from mentors, must follow YouTube channels. Doesn't really help me. My first post of this year, we'll open that, but doesn't really help me so far in terms of depth of knowledge. We're going to look at the activity, the about section. As a software engineer, I've more than 2.5 years of experience transforming legacy enterprise applications into modernized ones using micro front-end, microservices, architectures. Awesome. And I've skilled in developing efficient and high quality solutions using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, TypeScript, blah, 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 blah. So I actually think this about section is very good. I would be reversing that list of tech. I would be make sure React, Node, Express, Postgres, SQL types, TypeScript. It's almost like in the exact opposite order because HTML and CSS is the battle cry of the junior developer. We want to push you a little bit further ahead. So then we get down to experience. And you started somewhere as an intern, then became a software developer there, and you've got 2.5 years of experience. That's powerful in itself because they liked you so much during your internship that they kept you on so that we could make more of that. And then they go, okay, this 2.5 years is your leverage. This is the most important thing here because this is proof that someone thinks you're good enough to employ and keep employing for 2.5 years. So I want to know, what were you doing there? What was the size of the development team? What did you do on that team? What did you build? What did you learn? What are the challenges? All that sort of stuff. And yet you say nothing about it. So that's your main bit of value and you're leaving it blank. And I think that's, excuse me, that's a very dangerous game to play. There's so much value here. In terms of, I know that full stack JavaScript developers, they're going to be looking for people with Node, React, Express. TypeScript is going to help you. Then moving into microservices architectures, Lambda doing serverless stuff. Any AWS experience really is always good. So there's so much value locked up in this. I've been a software developer somewhere for 2 years, and I think you're shooting yourself in the foot there. So okay, let's pretend I don't just, because I think you've done enough to make me interested, but now let's go and see the value. So I opened up, this was your first post. I mean, we could watch this. This is your landing page. So this doesn't help me. I'm thinking, there's nothing here that's going to help me in this job hunt. So I'm going to skip that for now. Clean code tip. I think this shows your value. This shows understanding JavaScript variables. Okay, bit basic maybe, but why learn JavaScript? I'd like to be seeing more about what you're doing, but you're definitely showing you're immersed in JavaScript, to-do lists and all that sort of stuff. Okay, if I come back here, I want to go and find more information. No GitHub. Is there any way for me to find more information? What about the link we had over here? Link for the site. link to the code. Okay, the site. When you say front-end developer, now you're making me nervous because you applied for a full stack role. So now I'm not sure. And if I was on the fence before, this might have been sealing your doom. Front-end developer, passionate about, and all your skills you showed me are pretty much front-end stuff. I'm probably gone at this stage. Now, I'm guessing link to the code here, but I have to go all the way through to here to get your GitHub. We're not linking everything up. This isn't exactly inspiring, and you're only pinned repos in HTML. I'm gone. Is the actual answer, and I think you've got so much value here that you've shot yourself in the foot when it comes to here. No bio to tell me who you are, what you do. If I go and look at your repos, because you pinned only a HTML repo, I'm going all the way down to here and I'm not seeing anything other than a JavaScript to-do list. There could be something here, but I'm not sure whether it's back-end, it's client. But you're not listing out the tech. You're not telling me what you've been doing there. You're not telling me you're using AWS or all that sort of stuff. So I think this was hidden, but when I got there, there's not much value. There's mixed messages in terms of front end or full stack. It's all just a bit. You're putting all the work onto me. You're making it more difficult for me to establish what you do and why you're good. But I think between this about section and what you could have written here, there's clearly talent here. There's clearly a good experience, solid skills. I just think you've. But this is the problem with most software developers. We rely, and it affects seniors even more so, where they've got experience. They go, look, I've got 2.5 years of experience. You're at that mid-level, look how good I am type phase. But because you have the experience, you become lazy. And I'm not saying this just about you. I'm saying this is about everybody at this stage. They go, oh, I've got the years of experience, therefore everyone sees my value, right? It's like, no. And other people will have 2.5 years and they'll showcase exactly what they can do. And I think there's a lot of promise here, but there was no way for me to find out quickly without spending time on a call with you. And I'm not going to jump onto a call in case you tell me bad things. So at this stage, I'll be like, I'm on the fence. I'll come back. I might put you in the maybe pile, but I'll come back if I'm really struggling, which means for any job, if I've got hundreds or even thousands of applicants, the chances are you're getting filtered out at that first stage purely because you didn't sell it to me. Told you these reviews can be harsh, but like I say, I hope it brings you value. If anybody else would like a review, please visit the crushing.digital website and click the profile review button. Fill in the form. There's a bit of a queue and I'll get to you as soon as possible. And I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.